Hello all, we are learning the library terminology. Till now, we have learned how we can create a library from like a Simulink folder and all these things. So I have shown you from Simulink, like from here, the main window from the Simulink. If I am clicking here, what that startup window will open. From there itself also I'll create a library. That option is also available to create a library, or else if I am inside a mod and I want to create a library, then in here you can see the plus icon. Okay, if I am clicking here some, okay, so here now it's reflected. From here also we can create a library. So you can see here the library is available, so we can create it from here as well, the Simulink library. So these are two ways, or one more way. From the command window we can type a command, new system in bracket new library, like in that way, and we can create that library. Okay, and we have studied about why we are using a library. What is library? The library is a group of blocks. We are using that, and why we are using for like it's a link between the library block and reference block, and for our safety purpose of our models, we are using that anyone cannot edit our logic. It should be locked, it should be protected. So these are the way library is locked. It's very needful and helpful for everyone that library is there. Suppose if I am creating very big system, suppose I am creating a ADAS, complete ADAS having various features like ACC, CIB, ACC adaptive cruise control, CIB collision avoidance braking, ASBC adaptive high beam control, or highway door lock assist system. There are various features, like n number of features, like 100 to 120 features are there, something are there maybe. So every feature will not create on same level. Every feature should be created by different developers, and they are sharing the same inputs and outputs together. Okay, they are sharing the same inputs and output together. So what they will deliver their feature library, and they have changed these inputs they required, and there is one person who is managing the IO and V, like V out and V in, or you can say translate in or translate out. That translate in, the all input signal should be managed here, and translate out, that all output should be managed at that output level. Okay, and that should be according to developed in that way. So n number of features like subsystems will be here in library format. Like logic should not be edited, but that functionality should be performed. That logic editing right should have to developer only. The logics are created in library format, that's why. Okay, this is a very useful library block, is very useful in a model construction commands and so many things where we can use for that. Okay, suppose if you want to modify a library block, so when open, like once we open a library block, it will automatically locked. Okay, so we cannot modify it content to the unlock. So for that, first we have to unlock. So we can, suppose if I want to modify this library block, so you can see it is saying me there is two options. One, open library. Okay, then unlock list, and I have, and there will be having a modify or edit tab there. From there I can edit. Suppose if I am opening a library now, if I am coming here again, if I will try to move, now it's moved. Now you can see this adder block is little bit down. So same change you can see here as well. In model, you see, you can see the name, that model, it is a model, Excel to workspace, square addition equation. Suppose if I change now, okay, I'll show you in here as well. Okay, so you will better understand. Wait, okay, fine. So here you can see it's opened here in normal format, and this is my library. Okay, suppose if I have moved this, okay, this input property, so you can see it is reflecting here as well. It is loading. It is loading. If I have saved this library block with this, so it will change here as well in a main model. Suppose if I have changed this here also, any position, any block addition, deletion, anything I did in a library, that same reflect in a main model. So that library editation option will be available to developer. So creating library link and all these things, in that way this library is linked with the main model. Okay, to create a link to the library block in the model, copy a block icon from the library the model, or by dragging the block from the library browser into the model window. Like in that way, how I have copied this library block from here, this library block, and pasted here instead of that previous subsystem. In that way, we can create a library link here. Okay. So when we copy a library block into a model or another library, the Simulink creates a link into the library block. The Simulink is created into a link. Itself Simulink is created. We have not created any link here till now. That link is created by Simulink only. Okay. Fine. So the reference block is a copy of a library block. So this is my reference block which I have copied from here to here. Okay. This is a copy of library block. Yes, I have copied, I have pasted here. So we can change the values of the reference block parameter, but we cannot mask the block, or if it is masked, edit or mask also. Like what is a mask? This question you will get immediately. Okay, so I'll show you what is the mass and all this thing. Give me a second. Okay, if I'm coming here, I'm coming to the desktop. Empty course, I'll be having two images. One image is here, a plus b ka whole square. We can see here this one image. Okay, I can use this image here to as a mask. So what is a mask? That's the important question. What you will get here. Okay, if I'm clicking this library block, even we can create a mask version of a Simulink subsystem as well, various things as well. Okay, so if I'm coming here on the subsystem or in library, right clicking here, here you can see the mask. So I am creating a mask. Instead of first, I will add an image here. I'll make add image here. I'll browse this image from where? From desktop, embedded course, images. I'll be having one image here with the same equation, a plus b ka whole square. Okay, I'll take it here. So you can see the applied image. Okay, it is not taking an image. That image it is not taking. Maybe edit image icon, desktop, embedded course. I'm selecting one image from here. Okay. I'll select any one image. Okay, suppose if I want this key image, I'll select, I'll paste here. Okay. Cannot apply image file on this block. The square number image is on a key. It does not exist in the same path. Okay. That marks is also required in the same folder. Okay. So I'll make this copy of this image. Come here. This is that example where I have kept. I'll paste in the same folder. Okay. Now I will create that again the marks, because whatever is required for the library things, this should be in the same folder itself. Now if I will create apply, then you can see this is a proven. For that, a plus b ka whole square is equal to a square b square plus 2ab. The same equation should be solved in that format. In that way, we can add an image to our subsystem or library. If I am coming to the edit marks, the marks things contain a various thing where we can see our basic block of Simulink having a help browser or something is there. So we can create our library for help browser as well if we want to create a library help browser. So a parameter dialog blocks marks editor. I'm coming here marks editor. Okay. Copy a marks or something if you want to copy here. In here you can see the documentation. In documentation, add documentation. I'll write here type. What is that? A plus b whole square. Okay, I'll write that a square plus b square plus 2ab. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. Equal to this. I'll write here. I'll write this information here as well. Okay, that all this equation in help as well. First square of addition of two UMBN's numbers. And I'll write the same equation here as well in here. And I'll make this apply. Okay, I made that apply. And it's applied, and I'll close this. In documentation I have added. Okay, save the marks. I'll apply this. I'll do that. Save the marks. I'll close this. Now you can see once I have created a marks. Previously there, if I'm double clicking here, so you can see the marks for this a plus b ka whole square, and a plus b whole square is equal to a square b square plus 2ab. It is showing us there. Okay, if I want to edit this marks, edit mask. Again, I am coming. I want some theoretical description there. Then I will write that equation there as well. Okay. In documentation, I will copy this. Replace with this. Apply. Save marks. Close. Previously, I was able to double click here and able to enter inside this library block and able to edit that. After creating mask, I am not able to do that because I'll get one path from where I can enter here. You can see here a down part, that down arrow. From here, I can enter. I can edit this block, but that entering to the library, that is changed now. Okay, I have made the changes here now. I'll save this. Okay, this model, I'll save this. Now we can see that same changes will reflect in our main models as well. Now you can see here also it is reflecting. Why it is reflecting? Because our library block is directly connected to the main block, which is known as a main Simulink model, which is known as here working as a reference, and that is a library. So both are connected there. So in that way it will work. So reference block parameter, but we cannot max the block, or if it is maxed, edit the max also. Like we can read all this thing now in front of you. So we cannot set a callbacks parameter from the reference block. We have not able to set it from here. Okay. Now also if I want to enter, I'll not enter it from here as well. I have to go it from here as well only. Still here it is lock only because I haven't disabled that link and all this thing. Okay, so the library and reference block are linked by the name, that is the reference block is linked to the specific block and library whose name are in effect at the time the copy is made. Okay, if Simulink is like unable to find either a library block or a source library from your Matlab path, or when it is attempts to update the reference block, the link becomes a unresolved Simulink issue. An error message will pop up in a display. So this block is using a red dash kind of line, and error message will come. So that error should become like failed to find the source block. That block name will come in a library block as usual and referred by a block reference model. And there should be the dead link is created, and that to resolve that dead link we have to create that, or we have to paste that there the flow. So I'll show you here. Okay, now you all know here in that same folder I'll be having the library here. You can see now in Simulink this is my library and this is my main model. So Simulink library, inside it this is created. Okay, and this is that. So I'll save this both the models. Okay, both the models mean Simulink library as well and that as well. And I'll close the Simulink library now. Okay. And what I will do in a file structure formats, I'll delete this library from here and I'll paste it somewhere outside, like in images folder. I will paste that till that time. Okay, I have pasted here till that time. Okay, now that library is not present here. This is having a cache, that's why it is showing this image and all this thing. If I'm trying to simulate this now, so it is simulating. Okay, I may think that's now add to the path, that's why it is showing us. Okay, just taking inside it. Okay, that's there. Okay, I have to remove that thing from there as well. I'll close this. Here you can see I got the error. Okay, for that this I have set to the warning that file images block and cannot be in a form in a MATLAB. Okay. Okay, fine. This thing is not add to. I'll make this complete path should be add to the path. Come here. Okay. I'll open this. I'll delete this cache. I'll open this model. Okay. Now you can see I got that same error because it is taking from a cache and we are not able to simulate the library. If I'll simulate here, okay. So now I'll get the error. The failed to load a library square underscore lib referred by Simulink this model and this path which is referred for this, and we are not able to find it. Why? Because that library folder is not in that same path. We have pasted here in some other path. Okay, if I am copying this, okay, from here, again going there and pasting in that same folder which is attached to the path. Now it's in added in the path. You can see in a Matlab, now it's added in the path. If now I have tried to simulate, so I haven't tried to simulate, as you can see it is reflected by default itself after I have put it here. So in that way, the dead link was created there because the file was not on the path. That's why. If I have pasted there, now that dead link is resolved. So reference block name will become as a dead link. The reference block, the unresolved reference block is displayed in a like in that red way. To fix that, like that red link is also known as a bad link, and we must need to follow the few steps like in that way. The delete the unlink the reference block and copy the library block back to into the model. Like where we have deleted again, we have to copy back. Then add directly that contains that required library to the MATLAB path and select the update diagram from the edit menu. Okay, or like double click on reference block on the display box that appears correct to the path name and click back and apply in that way. If suppose we did back and then we disturb, then we get some help to the MATLAB previously where it was there now, where you have put it and all this thing. It will check everywhere. Okay, I'll just save. Same. So this is the library and how we have disabled and all this thing. So disabling a library link, to disable the library link, select the link, choose the link option and model, and Windows edit that menu and choose that disable the link and restore again to the link. Suppose we are editing inside locking a model. How that MATLAB link is working with the Simulink library link option is there. Okay, so this is my library. You all know here you can see the lock, like lock link, and all these options are available. Now my library is locked, so I am unable to go inside as well. Previously it was unlocked, so I am getting here option to go inside it. So most of the time developers set these options as well. Where my library is locked, I am not able to see the logic as well. Okay, if I am saving this again, I'm running. Now I have changed area library. Okay, so here I am able to see the logic, but from there I am not able to edit a logic inside a library because even I am not able to edit here logic. Okay, if that someone want to try to go to the open the library and try to edit the library, but if library is blocked, then we will not get the option to come inside a library as well to edit some parameters. This thing also changed. If library is locked and we are not able to link as well. So lock link. Now links locked. Now this is locked here with that Simulink model. This is locked here with that Simulink model. So if I simulate now, it will simulate. Okay. So if I want to break that link and all these things, so if here I am coming now, so library link option will come. One is marks. We have seen, we have just now studied there. So here you can see the lock library link. From here, we can restore, we can disable, go to library block, these many things we can do. Okay. If I am making this lock links is to be disabled. Now if I am coming library link lock, like library link marks manager, there are various things are there. These are some new features came in on Matlab as well. Okay, the following table in that way. If I have a link, we have add, we have to add the link. So many operations are there we can perform there using a library block. So few of the basic thing which I want to tell you that why we are using library, why we are creating remarks and all these things are covered because industry demands for library. They want a models in library format because they didn't want models in normal format because they don't want they can someone come and read their logic, they can manipulate their logic what they have created. Only developer should have a right now to do that, not tester. If suppose tester is not getting accurate as result and he came and he changed some logic in a model and after that he was getting accurate result, so how they can find a bugs, how they can find a box. That's why the locked and protected logic should be required to be delivered. If I have generated a code with a library block, it will generate a same format, but it's create a functions. That's fine, no problem. Functions call on a main function. That's fine. Some small functions are calling in a main function. In C, how we are writing in that way, it will generate a code for this as well. So that's all about the library block. We have learned about the library linking, library maps, how we have create a library, how we can change a library logic, and how we have to use, where to use, and how to use. Okay, that's all about it. The library. Thank you.